Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yes, I know it's been a little while since it's more than a week, about 2 weeks since you had a video from me last, nearly, at least. I'm sorry, Christmas and all, but I figured you probably would all be busy and everything. And now it's all over and done with. New Year's has been and gone. Happy New Year to you all. I think we're going to have a really good year. 2025 is going to be an excellent year, I feel. So I have got an inspired make for today. This is inspired by something I think I've done before, but it was probably already inspired by Rachel at Roxy Creations. I've got a lot of plans for journals. I've got big plans for this year, so I'll be needing to make lots of ephemera bits to film all these journals. But this comes from Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2024, week 49. I will hunt out the link and I'll pop it below if you want to go watch that. Where will I put that? Somewhere safe. And what they are journal spot bundles, which are made from, well, she used vintage book page, vintage document pages that had writing space on. She used digital images, and she used her digital paper, and she also used her fabric. I don't really have any fabric like cotton or linen, so I'm going to use lace instead. And the other thing too is I haven't gone and got any. I haven't been anywhere really. So I haven't been able to get to Bunnings to get that strong bonding glue, the clear one. So I'm still using the PVA glue. And I find that unless you make it very, very smooth and just a very light covering, it comes through the fabric, and I can't have that on for this particular ephemera. Okay, so what you're going to need is, these are really easy to make, they just take a little bit of doing, is some images. And I've got a mixture of all sorts, different sizes and different types of images. And you're going to need brads and or seam binding, what do you call it, the silk ribbon, or baker's twine, and antique or vintage book pages, or just any book pages that you have got at hand. You don't need to have antique or vintage stuff. You can do this with all digitals. It will still look awesome. I've got some other book pages here as well, so I may use those. I will use these. These are for the digital images. There's a few parts to each one of these. And then I've got some, I'm going to use some of my antique document stash, and we'll see how we go. So I've got some of those. And I have got scrapbook paper that I have scrounged up. This is all from a pad that I've had since I started, very first started junk journaling. So this is like 3 or 4 years old now. So I've got a variety of paper. Probably a little bit too thick for this project, but it's really all I had that I could use, so we're just going to make do. Alright, so the first thing to do is, we're going to do it in mass make style. So the first thing is we're going to need our book pages. These are from the 1895, I think. 1885 or 95. I can never remember what the seller told me they were from. But I love these 2 old books that I got, and I try to use them sparingly because they cost me a lot of money. I bought 2. So I'm going to back these. Now some you could back some and not back the others, because the other ones could, for whoever gets this bundle, they could use it for a pocket if it's not backed. And then again, they might decide that they want to use it for journal cards. So you never know. So I'm going to put backing on all of them. And then I'll cut them all out. I'll go off camera and cut them all out. I could just glue them on here instead of the glue paper. So how have you all been? Did you all have a wonderful Christmas? Comment below, tell me that you had a wonderful Christmas. And New Year as well. How many of you got to see all your family and friends over Christmas? And how many of you went out partying for New Year's Eve? It's New Year's Day here today. Now, can I fit another one on? Oh, yes, cool. Dangerous classes in the last century. I think we'll glue that side down. It's lovely writing, but lovely print, but I don't think we want that. The books were like short essays or whatever on various topics. Okay, that one, and I have another. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Another page here. I didn't do too much for New Year's. I really didn't do anything for New Year's. I was all on my own. So no New Year's Eve kisses for me. I had a message from my son. He sent me a Happy New Year's Eve message, and I sent him one back, and he wasn't feeling the best, so he was off to bed nice and early. And put the glue on this side, I think. But I just had, for Christmas, I just had my 2 children over for lunch, and it was an easy lunch because they only wanted finger food. So I did do a rolled turkey roast, and I did do a rolled pork roast, and we had ham, and then we just had 2 different meat and cheese platters, and some fruit. Now I'm not worried about this piece being torn. I'll fix that up when I come to embellish. I'll put something there, and you will never know. And I did pavlova for dessert, and I did. I bought brandy cases, but you know, brandy snaps. You know how you get them, and they're like in a cone, and you fill them with custard or cream or whatever. I bought some of those. They were like little ruffled bowls, and I made my own homemade custard, and I cut up a little bit of fruit, and when the custard was cold, I put some of that in each of the little bowls, and they collapsed and just almost disintegrated, so that was really annoying. Okay, so I'm going to pause, and I will be back when this is all cut. And I did go through that box, and I pulled out a couple of pieces of the lace. So I'm just going to cut this one down the seam that you can hardly even see. And I'm going to pop that on one. And I might pop it that way and cover up the mend. And I'm going to leave it, hang on, I'll just move this. I'm going to leave it hang over just a fraction, not much. Yeah, I think so. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. So I'm going to do all these this way, try and stick to my method of mass making. And I'll do this one. It's a good thing about PVA, you can do 2 things at once almost. Alright, and I am going to smooth it out a little bit. Just, I don't want it oozing out too much. this one, and I have to dig out my wet ones. I haven't been in here since before Christmas, since my last video. I have had other things that I needed to focus on. Wet ones that aren't very wet, but that'll do for the moment. Alright, so which is the right way? I think that's the right way. Okay, see, it's stuck already. Good. And this one. Okay. I'll have to tell Alice I used that lace. Send her a photo of what I made. So that's 1 and 2. I do like to leave it overhang a little bit. It's just the shabby girl in me, the shabby vintage girl in me. Okay, so I'll just leave those to dry, and they will dry clear, so that's cool. Now 2 more. Not the right way. Now for these, I have this super fine modern eyelash lace. It's double-edged eyelash, and it's very, very fine. Yep, I'm going to pop that on. Geez, I'm messy today. It's probably because I haven't been in here for weeks. If my husband was still alive, I would have been away on holidays. We would have been off gallivanting somewhere, fishing, op shopping, antique shopping. I do miss it. I miss it a lot. Yeah, I do. Just smooth out some of it. There we go. Okay. You could stitch around these if you wanted to. I'm going to have to trim the edges on these because this is too much over, but that's okay. And I don't think this has a right and a wrong way. I think it's the same on both sides, so that's a good thing. Okay, take a little bit off the top. And oh, come on. I'll leave that edge. Okay, is that? I do love this because these can tuck into a pocket, or you can slip them into the band of your journals, and they can be used at a later date in the journal for journaling, or you know, you might decide that you want to gift it away to somebody. They would make a nice Happy Mail gift, actually. Okay. There's two of those. I don't know if there's anything else fine enough in here that I could use. Let me have a look. There's that. And I could use some of that, I suppose. Okay. Right. I better measure this one and the other one, because these aren't as wide. I don't want to over glue. Almost all of it, so for, yeah, okay. And this one. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for some nice vintage cotton and linen when I go op shopping. Have a look at all the clothes racks and everything, because yeah, I just don't have any of it. I've got some, but it's too good to cut up for craft, and it's in dress lengths, so I could actually make myself something out of it if I wanted to. And they are retro pieces, retro, and I've got vintage as well. And it's they would, if I was to sell them, they would sell for a fair bit. So I just am hoarding. Okay. I know, I'm hoarding. I can't help it. Okay. So I'll leave those for a minute to dry. And we'll go on with the ones I did first. And I still haven't got in here to, I have tried to think about how I could change things around in this room. I just can't work it out. I don't know. Now, I think I'm going to have to use PVA for this as well. I'm going to put something else on there. Okay. I saw this on her channel weeks ago and I commented and said how cool they were and that I'd tag her when I do them, but this is the first opportunity really that I've had to do them, and I thought I'll just turn the camera phone on and get my first video done for the year. Come on. They're going to look crinkly because of the lace itself. It'll leave an impression in the and the paper. Right, so they're done, and now these two. You can't really see this lace that well, so what will I pop on here? Maybe I could use this one after all. Right there. Yeah, I'm going to... I might use one of these buildings. Which one? That one? Oh, like that one. Or will I? Maybe I'll use the flowers. No, I'm going to use the building. Something a bit different. Need something that stands out a bit more. What's this one here? That one. Okay. Lovely. Now this one, I need to cut it out. I've got a little bit of embossed paper. Maybe just a bit less, yep. And I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, they're still open for something else to go on them, but it doesn't, just because I don't have to add everything to them. You know, they can be for someone else to do. Oh, I hope that dries without that darkness. Well, that's interesting. We'll see. All right. Oh, I've got a couple of butterflies here somewhere. Where are they? There they are. I might pop that on there. Oh. butterfly. Yes, I'm going to do that. Okay, and that one, I think I'll leave it. Okay, so now the next thing is to look at what journal spots you have got to add to it. And I have got a few, so I'm going to just fold these in half. I'm not going to do them all the same. One like this would fit in Hortensia journal. Or it would fit in a much bigger journal. But I need it to be a bit longer than this. So, I don't know, about an inch longer. And that's all there is to that. These aren't backed, but they can be written in, they can be embellished however the owner of the journal decides what they want to do. This one is gorgeous. None of these papers are backed. So okay. How do I want this? I want it this way, I think. I'm going to do this one a little bit less folded, about that. So I'll tear this off. Rachel did she had one like this, and all the others were, she folded her paper and glued it together. I'm not doing that because these are all blank, and there's no real writing room on the back of them. So and then I've got this gorgeous one, which I will do the same. I suppose you could write there. No, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing it this way. I'm not going to complicate it any further. We're just doing it this way. And do I want? I'll have this one here. Okay, next one is this beautiful hydrangea one. And again, I'm going to do it to that width. I think I'll put this one on it. About an inch. And this one's a gorgeous rose one. So some awesome strips for something later, which is really cool. Now, I put that there. I'll actually put this one on. That will look better on there. No, it looks better on here. I'm going to have two with the same papers because I didn't have any other pretty ones left in that pad. They were all actually yucky. I won't use them. I'm going to use them for masterboards. Now, so ideally what we're doing here is we're layering, so each piece needs to be a little bit bigger in dimension than the other. So if it's not really bigger on the sides, make sure it's a bit longer so that you can see some of the pretty paper. Okay, so they all go together. And next thing is book pages. And I might do two of one that I can, instead of fussing around. Okay, so now we have got enough book pages, and then we have documents to think about. Right, so let's start popping them together. So what happens is they all go together like so. Now, how did she do it? Like that. And then this has got writing on both sides. It's antique cotton paper, but it's so pale you could write in a dark pen over it. And I'm just going to fold up one side. And pop that so that it's sticking out a little bit. All right. And then just make sure they're all flush together on one side and the top, and then clip them together in place until they're all done. Alright, so we've got this one. This one can be journaled on. And on that page. Do we need to cut any of that off? I might do it the other way. Yeah, probably. Just a smidge. And okay. And now that. And then this piece. Which I'm going to have to refold because it's going to be too wide. Fold it like that, and hopefully the text is not going to stick out. Alright, so I'm going to pop it in here. I mean, really you can put them together however you want. And this one is a nice little journal spot. So we've got this. That. And that. Sorry, I'm talking to myself quite a lot here. And I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. And this one is a big one. So how many have we got left? 1, 2, 3. I have no clue what I'm doing here. I'm going to have to go get more paper. So the look is what papers you've gathered together and then how you layer them. Simple as that. All right. So this one. It's like that. And then that piece. And then this one, I'm going to leave it whole because it's a proper document and it should be left whole. Like that, I think. And then that goes on there. Like so. Okay. Last one. Oh, no. Ran out of paper clips. Okay, we'll just put the other one together and then see what we can do. hopefully that will be okay. Right, they go together like that. Right, now what we need to do is just get a hole punch and some brads. I've got those brads and I've got some awesome brads in here. And I've got little birds. Okay. I don't know if this is going to go through. I know. I have to use this. So just in the corner. And then pop a brad in. Yes, as simple as that. Crap. I'm sorry, guys. Isn't it cute? It's a little flower. All right, this one. I think a little bird would stand out really well in that, so I'm going to pop a little bird on there. And this one here, I might put a brass one in. Alrighty-o. Okay. Oh, that looks nice, actually. I like it. And this one here, I think I will pop a one of the big flower ones in. That one there. What am I doing? Wrong spot. This one. Okay, and now These are so cute. I bought these on eBay. Okay, that one. And I'm going to do a brass one for this one. I think brass would look really good in this actually. Okay, that's it folks, it's done. Sorry if it was a little bit drawn out, but I will take photos of them and take a photo, and that. So these are just adorable. I love them. So that was thanks to Rachel. A friend of mine gave me these. She got them at a newsagent, I think. That was a few years ago now. And the other bird one. So it's a nice little stash. Let me know what you think of them, and I'm going to do a video after I tidy up my desk. Going to do another one, and until the next time, Happy New Year, peaceful blessings to you all. Bye for now.